Carey's last days. The college and mission stripped of all their funds, failure of the 6 firms for 16 millions, Carey's official income reduced from £1,560 to £600, his thoughts and appeal published in England, his vigour at 70, last revision of the Bengali Bible, final edition of the Bengali New Testament. Carey rejoices in the reforms of Lord William Bentinck's government, in the emancipation of the slaves. Carey sketched by his younger contemporaries, his latest letters and last message to Christendom. Visits of Lady William Bentinck and Bishop Daniel Wilson, Marshman's affection and promises to the garden. The English mail brings glad news a fortnight before his death, his last Sabbath. He dies, is buried, his tomb among his converts, his will, the Indian press on his poverty and disinterestedness, drive. Marshman and Mac, Christopher Anderson and John Wilson of Bombay on his character, his influence still as the founder of missions, drive. Cox and Robert Hull on Carey as a man, Scotland's estimate of the father of the evangelical revival and its foreign missions. The last days of William Carey were the best. His son went down in all the splendor of a glowing faith and a burning self-sacrifice. Not in the penury of Hackleton and Moulton, not in the hardships of Calcutta and the Sundarbans, not in the fevers of the swamps of Dinapur, not in the apprehensions twice excited by official intolerance, not in the most bitter sorrow of all, the 16 years' persecution by English brethren after Fuller's death, had the father of modern missions been so tried as in the years 1830, 1833. Blow succeeded blow, but only that the fine gold of his trust, his humility, and his love might be seen to be the purer. The Serampore College and Mission lost all the funds it had in India. By 1830 the financial revolution, which had laid many houses low in Europe 5 years before, began to tell upon the merchant princes of Calcutta. The 6 firms, which had been the bankers of the government itself, of states like Hyderabad, and of all the civil and military officials, and had enriched a succession of partners for half a century, fell one by one, fell for 16 million sterling among them. Palmer and Company was the greatest. The House at one time played a large part in the history of India, and in the debates and papers of Parliament. Mr. John Palmer, a personal friend of the Serampore men, had advanced the money at 10%. For years previously, when the Society's misrepresentation had done its worst, the children in the Eurasian schools, which Dr. and Mrs.